Alright, let's get it.
Protect my brothers and sisters.
I don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna record this for.
Honor to my creator and to my
that's gonna cause complications. Damn.
Message.
Alright, so we're gonna make this show quick, fam.
Voice so that those who hear will listen. We are changed psychologically and economically.
We are now recording.
Bounded by shame and guilt. We have fed all others on the breast of
well, it ain't recording yet.
While ours have grown of malnutrition and loss.
Get the show started. Oh, we are up.
We must eat our culture, our history, and our traditions.
Let's get it.
For they lead us, guide us, and bind us.
Like it's never been hit before. We're going to have to get through the show because I got
ones. We were created by God to be supermen and women.
Meet me in 27 minutes. And I have to be able to go and do what I need to do. So let's get it. 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 Let's get it.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out.
So we will restream this today and tomorrow. For all those that were not able to get on the line, we are live. Drink your water. Hold on, we're not ready yet. Oh, right, hold on, we wasn't ready. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it.
Protect my brothers and sisters. This is Prince Khalifa. I give honor to my creator and to my ancestors by virtue of this message. Guide and direct my voice so that those who hear will listen. We are changed psychologically and economically.
Now he's ready.
Bounded by shame.
Now he's ready. Let's try it again. Let's bust out. We're busting out. Busting out on the floor.
Family, it's time for us to get started.
Busting out. We're busting out on some serious fun.
Here we go.
Busting out. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Woo! Or should I say, breathe, in, drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink.
Drink your
or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast, But remember to stay healthy. Remember the 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on.
Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink. Oh. Drink. Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Drink. 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 Ah.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Take it. Take it. Take it. Lift and pour. Lift it. Lift it. Lift it. Move your body.
Move. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. What? Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water. Alright, I'm just checking some things. I want to check some stuff real quick because this other show might be off as soon as it goes. Well, nah, I'm still running my mouth. I'm only running my mouth. This is the 12 o'clock show. I'm trying to get stuff regular. But then, like I said, on these days, I got rushed. So what ended up happening was I got so caught up in the idea of this token, right? We created a tribal token, and I wanted to get the word out. So I was doing some write-ups so that I could have the conversation with the tribe today because we're meeting in person today. And I want to try to get everybody to a point to where they can open a digital wallet. We still have to do some work on Canva, and we also want to get on. I also want to get on and do some work on I want to do some work on WeVideo because people got to start editing. So I'm going to share a couple of files and get people to start being able to edit and create video, right? We're going to be moving fast. We need to be able to do the t-shirts because I want to come out with a line of Kwanzaa t-shirts, and we only got a few days for that. So it is what it is. We are what we are. We're doing what we can, how we can, in the best way we can, right? So, I don't know if a lot of y'all follow us here, but Ujamaa, on the day of Ujamaa is the day. Now, I'm a Coochie baby, but Ujamaa was the day that lined up, or at least showed me that the system that we was working with was in tune. Right? Because on Ujamaa is cooperative economics, but in cooperative economics, it connected the idea of reciprocity. And we was talking about reciprocity in an economic system because in a system of reciprocity, what you put out, in a sense, you get back. Depending on what you put out, you get back. There has to be a give and take and take and give. There is a reciprocity within an economic system, right? Which was kind of hard for us to do because we were not in control of the means of exchange, the mediums of exchange. We even didn't have something to even exchange. But what digital currency or what a digital token, because it's not even a currency, it's a token. What this token allows us to do is to create value around who we are and exchange that value. Now, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in that because I ain't going to be able to stick on that too long right now. But I just want y'all to understand where we're going as Gye-Nyame, because the beads that I had, my beads broke, they cost money, right? Everything around us costs money, so it's hard for us to do it. But if we have a medium of exchange that people within our circles respect, and we know there's certain things that we could do, and there's certain things that we can only use the tokens for. So now I don't have control of any means of productions, But there are some things that are needed in our community that we can provide, that we could say can only be purchased with tokens. Or whatever medium exchange we decide. You understand what I'm saying? So it's certain things at Gye-Nyame that I can make sure that people can only get with tokens, so I can make people have to get the tokens. You understand what I'm saying? I can make a demand for the tokens and be able to get people to start exchanging the tokens and build something that can last for the next 6,000 years. Or at least until the next technology that comes in and just blows everything up. Because digital currency is one of those. But anyway, just like the internet. But here we go. So now, family, we are about to get into it. Let's get into it. Anime, if you would, baby, please. Right? Need to let y'all know I'm thinking. Damn right. I'm thinking all the time. So, I know y'all like, Brother Tim, you ain't welcome us to Gye-Nyame Journey. You didn't talk about the exploding, but because we press for time, fam. We press for time. But just in case some of y'all need it, it's so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. And of course, you know that this is the day of Kuumba, and we want to give all the Kuumba babies a round of applause. Go on, clap it up for them. Go on. Y'all do better than that. Clap it up for these Kuumba babies. Creativity. All right? Clap it up for them. And of course, you know this is the heart of a simple production all day, every day. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Speaking of Kuumba, one of the thoughts that came to me today is that we need a theme song for Blood Talk. So I'm going to be working on that. Also, I want to send shouts out to Brother Quasi. I'll be damned. So I went to his event last night. Quasi was speaking last night, and I had an opportunity to go out there with him. And those on Spreaker, you ain't going to be able to see it, but they was giving out like Oreo cookies. And it was an Oreo cookie with the principle of Nia written across it in a beautiful icing. It's a beautiful yellow and green. Look like Gye-Nyame girls got to it, but, and you know, most of it survived, but before anyone consumed it, I just wanted to make sure that y'all was able to see it, and it says T&B's Baskets. T's and B's Basket. They also had this beautiful black one. I don't know. Hopefully, y'all can see. I had a red one, too. But somehow, the Gye-Nyame girls, I don't know. I just don't know sometimes. You know, I'm trying not to get a case. I really am. But we are about to get into our Freedom Within Limits. So yesterday, we left off on the second chapter where I was talking, well, even the second chapter, it's not even broken down in chapters. Once again, for those who are just joining us, we're coming from Freedom Within Limits, a haiku by Brother Hatim. Those of you that are on Spreaker, what I can do is I can post up a link where you can find it. And but anyway, we were on the book for those that don't. Like, well, what is he talking about? It's not chapters. There's no page numbers. No, it's not any of that. This was a compilation of my blogs where I did haikus, and the haikus kind of guided the direction of the discussion or what I was writing. So today we're going to finish what I was talking about yesterday, far as the Hamblache. So I did an Hamblache. For those that don't know what that is, that's a spirit quest, and I went out for 2 days. Usually here with the group that we was with, you will only go out one. They blessed me and allowed me to go out for 2 days, and it was a beautiful, beautiful challenge. It was painful, but it was a beautiful challenge. So I'm getting a link For those people that might, that on Spreaker, who might want to go and check it out, I'm going to post it up in the chat so that it'll be here. It might be here forever now. Who knows? We'll see. All right, but anyway, there you go right there. You go and get it. It's on our Gumroad page. You know, you can look up Gye-Nyame Journey on Gumroad or look up Brother Hatim. So here we go. So let's get it. Y'all ready? So we left off where I was talking about the little ants that I was sitting on during my Hamblache. That shit was, I kept wondering why, you know, and they didn't start attacking tonight, so I thought maybe I was just having some type of reaction. They was tearing my ass up. I could do nothing but pray, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I was literally on a hill, and there was like a deep cavern in front of me, and it was like early morning mist or late evening. It was like a mist that was sitting in this pit, and it's like, come on, run over here, come on. I'm sitting up here like, I don't think so. Come on, just come on. You can walk on the clouds. Now, I ain't walking on no damn clouds. But anyway, it'd be less painful than a man's. I don't think so. So here you go. Have you ever took the time to listen to the hum of Mother Earth? Now I was sitting out here. These are different thoughts that were going through me, or different experiences that I was having while I was on my fast, because I fasted. I might have fasted like 5 days prior to, and then continued to fast when I got there. Y'all know how I get sometimes. Have you ever took the time to listen to the hum of Mother Earth? If you take the time to listen, hold on, let me put on my clock. If you take the time to listen, she will teach you a lot about yourself and the world around you. While I was out doing my Hamblache, I had to listen. The sounds that I heard was amazing, but nothing unusual. It seems that all these sounds, when you take the time to listen, tell you a story. In the city, I would walk right past a bird chirp, cricket song, a mosquito buzz. But on my short journey, these sounds combined with the hum of Mother Earth helped heal my heart and carry my prayers to their destination. When we take the time to listen, we will see that our mother is singing for us all the time. And this hum can help heal us and heal us of all the pains in our lives, whether they have taken the guise of emotional or physical. Our healing is waiting for us. As a matter of fact, it is calling us if we can slow down and listen. Haiku time! Haiku time! The earth is humming, singing 2 songs, day and night. Can you hear her? My fault, I said it wrong, because I know some of y'all was counting. Let me go back. The earth is humming, singing 2 songs, day and night. You can hear. Listen. Next one. Exposed to nature. No food or water. I prayed. Words had no meaning. I will be reflecting on Hamblache 2010. This was all the way back in 2010. And the lessons that came to me. I exposed myself totally to nature and faced what one of my elders described as the lonely miles. Now check this out. The concept of the lonely miles was taught to me by an elder who used to be a race car driver. He stated that in the middle of a long race, he would reach a point where he would start to wonder about why he chose to race. He stated that he had to battle and push through this time. He told me that this is where your mind starts playing tricks on you, and if you are not totally committed to what you are doing, you will quit. Because what you are doing makes no rational sense. As a race car driver, he stated that he will be faced with the fact that here he is in the middle of a 500-mile race, a full-grown man with responsibilities, risking his life by hurtling himself in a piece of metal at ridiculous amounts of speed around the track, but his commitment to his goal and his passion will pull him through. The same thought began to surface for me as I was sitting out on the hill. As they say, I was challenged by my intellect to make sense of what I was doing, and I could not. So now, because this is sidebar, this is something that a lot of us go through. I go through this Every year at the middle of my, this is why at the middle of my fast, at the exact middle, I make it the hardest day that I can make it. I used to make it the hardest 3 days, but I can't make it through 3 days no more. I will make it the hardest that I possibly can make it at the middle point. Why? Because at the middle point is where all the doubt is. So I got to erase all that doubt. So I got to push myself just a little bit harder to erase it. But that's for me. That might not work for you. That's why, we do the pyramid. And at the peak of the pyramid, it gets the hardest. But then when you're coming down and phasing back in, it becomes easier because compared to where you were at the highest point of the pyramid, the stuff you're doing is not as extreme. Oftentimes, in the journey to self-mastery, we are called to do things that may not make rational sense to yourself and the rest of the world. But we push through because of the passion and commitment that we have to ourselves and our goals. We understand that many of the answers that we are seeking can't be found in this world, or at least in the world we are presently in. So we strive to expose ourselves to something new, challenging, and different. We expose ourselves to something new, challenging, and different. I can remember that I used to face the lonely mile in the middle of a football game. I would be exhausted in the fourth quarter, wondering what the hell I was doing, and then the ball would move, and total clarity would arise again. I would do my part to push my team to victory. So with that, I found myself sitting exposed to nature in 2010, hungry and thirsty, praying till I could muster no words because my throat was dry. Too tired to stand up, but I was weak because of my fast. So I began to visualize my prayers and the people that I was praying for. Exposed out in the wilderness, I was able to learn how to really pray. Exposed in the woods, I learned the meaning of humbleness. Exposed in the woods, I learned about or was reminded about a power in me that is greater than any in the world. The fact of the matter was the only way that I was able to learn and or remember these things was because I was willing to expose myself to my own ridicule and face the lonely miles. And by doing that, I found out that I am never alone. Here is another haiku. I'm still on the haiku. I'm still on the Hamblache. So these are actual haikus that came out of the Hamblache. Shadows trick my eyes. Sounds made in dark shock my soul. I still say welcome. That's Hamblache 2010. As I said in the woods during my Hamblache, I experienced many lessons. This one deals with shadows and fears. In life, we are surrounded by unknown, and if we are not careful, these unknowns will consume us. That's Elder Renee. If you listen, I'll call you back, Elder Renee. As I said in the woods during my Hamblache, I experienced many lessons. I got to remember to cut my phone off. As I said in the woods during my Hamblache, I experienced many lessons. This one deals with shadows and fears. In life, we are surrounded by unknowns, and if we are not careful, these unknowns will consume us. Not because they have power, but because we allow our fear to make them bigger and more dangerous than they really are. Things in this world feed off our fear, and many of us surrender our power along with our dreams to these monsters we created. Last year, my first time out on Hamblache, or 2010, I was alone and scared, but I would not admit this fact. And as soon as night fell, I was jumping at every crack I heard in the woods. I would turn around and prepare myself for the worst, and in the end, I used all of that energy for nothing. What I decided to do at that time was to sit down and embrace the fact that I was alone. And I had a fear of the dark, and even accept that fact that I was vulnerable at that time. Instead of letting my imagination run away with me, I began to pray and remembered that I was in a sacred circle. As I sat in the circle, calming myself, began to become more open and welcoming. The next sound I heard behind me, instead of jumping up, I simply said, welcome. That was a practice that I have used ever since. This year, I started my journey in that fashion, welcoming everything and every sound to approach. I gave up the illusion of control and welcomed what nature and the spirit had to offer me. The attitude blessed me with tons of lessons and topics to discuss this year. This year in that sacred circle, I decided to expand this practice to my life. Oftentimes, we use a lot of energy fighting things that don't require a fight. I decided to welcome these things into my life, just like I welcomed those things out of the shadows in my sacred circle. I've decided to not invest my energy in fear this year and use it to create. And by having a welcoming attitude, I can do just that. I no longer fear what may lurk in the shadows hiding. As a matter of fact, I am entering those dark places, starting with my soul. I've decided to stop living in fear of things that are not in my control and welcome that fact into my life. So now I can spend that time dealing with what I can control. When we become welcoming, we invite situations into our life that will force us to grow and stop hiding from our blessings. Exposed, here's a haiku. Exposed and alone, realized I had all I need when I stopped hiding. Stop hiding from your power. Wake up to the reality that you have been created with all that you need to succeed. Sitting alone during my Hamblache, I realized that everything that I felt that I needed to be successful, I really did not need. Let me say that again. Sitting alone during my Hamblache. Sitting alone. Oh my God. Sitting alone during my Hamblache. That's not their fault. That's my fault. I know how to do it. There we go. Boom. All right. Sitting alone during my Hamblache. I'm going to start over. Exposed and alone. Realized I had all I need when I stopped hiding. That's my 10 minutes. Stop hiding from your power. Wake up to the reality that you have been created with all that you need to succeed. Sitting alone during my Hamblache, I realized that everything that I felt that I needed to be successful, I really did not need. Wake up to your power. Here's another haiku. Every warrior needs a quest to hone their skills. Find yourself a quest. Every warrior must take it upon himself or herself to find something worth questing. When we go on a quest, we throw ourselves into the unknown, forcing ourselves to grow. I use the term warrior because in our process of self-mastery, we understand that a warrior is one who is experienced or involved in conflict. In our culture, we have been taught to avoid conflict, take the easy road, not realizing we may be robbing ourselves of every experience we may need to move us to the next level in our lives. When we embark on a quest, we are thrown into a world of difficulties and obstacles that can bring out the best in us. Even more important, these challenges can bring out the worst. I know you probably are wondering, why is it important to bring out the worst? Well, many of us have pushed the worst part of us so deep down inside that we can pretend and even forget that part of us exists. When the worst in us surfaces, it gives us a chance to remember that we still need work. In our tribe, we use silver. We use the metal silver as a beautiful in our tribe, we use the metal silver as a symbol that reminds us that we need constant work. Silver is a beautiful metal, but if it is neglected, it will tarnish. This tarnishing reminds us that we need to clean our silver symbols. More importantly, remind us we need to clean our inner selves regularly as well. So find yourself a noble quest and begin your journey, and maybe we will meet in our journeys. I am hot. Trapped behind shadows. Your real life is telling you, Trapped behind shadows. Your real life is telling you to turn on the lights. Have you ever felt trapped? Felt you had no choice, that your freedom has somehow been removed from you, and you were powerless? Well, let me help you out. Life is very simple, and we make it hard for ourselves. We surrender our power to outside forces without a second thought, and we use the excuse, I had no choice. Let me turn on the lights to help dispel those shadows in your life. We always have a choice. We may not like the consequences that come with the choices, but we still have them. Many of us have trapped ourselves in the dark room of our lives because we refuse to turn on the lights. I can't speak for everyone else, but I would refuse to turn on the light because I personally was afraid of what I might see. Once I decided to turn on the light of my life, what I saw was not really that bad. The question I ask today is, what's keeping you from turning on the lights of your life? All right. So y'all see, I got a lot going on, so I got to get up out of here. Family, people ain't know. So, you know, and my show wasn't, I was supposed to do my show earlier, but I got caught. I got stuck. It's cool. You know, at least I was stuck on something positive. Well, so let's go. We're going to toast up this moment. I'm toasted up real quick, and then I'm going to call my peoples back. All right, here we go. First off, family, we lift up our glass. We salute the creator by whatever name you choose, call it creator. We say, Ashe. From there, we move to our ancestors, which we already toasted. We toast every morning at 5:45 a.m. You need to get up and get with us if you ain't with the tribe. Come on, family, lift up your ancestors. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, move to the present moment. Right now, family, I ask you to open up your reticular formation and seek out Kuumba. We are in the moment of Kuumba, family, and this is our moment to shine. What are you doing with it? Hopefully you're not wasting it. For those that don't speak the language, Kuumba means creativity. The Myotic principle is order. The color is orange. Cause and effect is the Hermetic principle. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. We lift up the glass for the power in this moment. And we use this power in this moment to mark out the territory for our future generations. And we say, from there, family, last but not least, we lift up our glass and we salute our children's children on to infinity. And with that, we say Ashe. Got that Phoenix says Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. I'm out. Let's get it. Let's get it. Peace out, fam.
Mr. Daddy.